What up, Chuds? Cobson here with the second episode of Cobcast, the only show that will always be a gem. Unfortunately, I have an angry, annoying dog in the background, as you can hear. Um, so yeah, this episode, as you can see by the title, we're going to talk about rhinos or Republicans in name only. Before we actually get the tier list set together, my co-host Tornado Sam, can introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Tornado Sam. That's all.
Uh, yeah, so Tornado Sam and I are going to talk about. First, we're going to talk about which categories to create and who we think should be put on the tier list, even if that person may not even be a rhino. Um, yeah.
Uh, so, in your video on like Republican factions, you were like pretty specific about what a rhino is. Um,
Yeah.
so are we going off of that definition strictly, or are we expanding it more broadly to like just Republicans who we don't really like a whole lot? Like, for example, like would you consider, like, I remember you talk about the like the Southern establishment or whatever, um, or the
Mm-hmm.
uh like the Main Street uh Republicans or whatever, or what did you call them? Like the corporatists or something? Um
The corporate GOP. Yeah.
yeah. So
I think there's a
like
difference between the establishment and the rhinos. Like there are some establishment Republicans, like say Jim Jordan, who I think we can both agree he's in the establishment, but I wouldn't call him a rhino.
yeah. So I mean, but establishment is a very broad term because it's like one of like
Mm-hmm.
two main categories to throw Republicans into. And most of them do already go into that category. But like if we're just talking about like the corporate GOP, like you have them as part of like a faction of the Republican Party, but would you say the corporate GOP are like rhinos, for example? Because like they're like Mitch McConnell types who like are more interested in like governing than actually doing anything voters actually want them to do. Would you consider somebody like that a rhino, or would you consider a rhino somebody who's like specifically just has no reason to be in the party and is just there because they want to for some reason? Like, how would you define that
Somewhere
then?
between the two definitions. There's like someone like
Okay.
Jeff Van Drew who has tried to support the government, tried to keep things running. He hasn't exactly stabbed his voters in the back. He's just trying to make sure everything's still properly working. We can disagree on whether that's a good thing, but I don't think it's really fair to Van Drew to put him in the same category as someone like Max Miller,
Oh, would you say Max Miller's a rhino?
simply because he seems woke to me.
Well, the thing about him is that, I mean, apart from the fact he's an APAC sellout, which of course that's annoying, but it's the fact that he ran as a Freedom Caucus endorsed candidate, like the Freedom Caucus endorsed him, but then he ended up being just like worse than Jim Jordan. Like, because Jim Jordan's already establishment, but he's establishment and in the Freedom Caucus. Max Miller ended up being just like
Mm-hmm.
somebody who just like is super Trumpy, but happens to be also really, really establishment. I mean, for crying out loud, Max Miller couldn't even vote to make sure the federal government has a warrant to spy on Americans. Like he couldn't even vote for that. And that's something that like generic backbenchers in the House voted for because it's common sense that like we don't want the government spying uh, without a warrant on people. But he voted against that. So it's like basic crap like that. He's just like really let everyone down based on how he ran this campaign.
I gotcha. So these are the categories I've got. Not a rhino, doing their best, which is going to be for people who are as conservative as they can be for the place that they are representing. Subverter slash false advertising, attention whore, controlled opposition, and Republicans for Harris.
Yeah. That seems pretty good. So are you putting people into it? Like have you created the tier list itself, like if you created the thing on tier list maker for that yet then?
Yeah, I'm on tier
Or
maker right now.
because you have to like add all the images of people for it. Have you done that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, if you're ready, then we
Yeah,
can
I'm
start.
so I, problem is this is very ad um thingy. This website is extremely heavy for my computer. So yeah, I wish I had started on this earlier. But who would you, just naming anyone? Who would you like to talk about?
Man, you're telling me that we can't actually see the tier list?
We
Isn't there
will
any?
when I finish actually making it.
Oh, okay. So you're not quite done. Okay, I got you. Um, I
Yeah.
don't know. Let's talk about somebody obvious, like maybe like Lisa Murkowski or whatever. That's a pretty obvious example.
Sure. I would put her in controlled opposition.
Wait, is controlled opposition one above Republicans for Harris?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I would agree for that because she's not actually supporting Harris as far as we know. Although she did endorse Mary Peltola
Yeah.
again. I don't know what the deal is with her and Mary Peltola. I mean, Sarah Palin's friends with Mary Peltola, but she doesn't support her. It's like, well, it's really stupid.
Wait, Palin and Peltola are friends? What?
Yeah, they are, I think. Which is
Wow.
it's a nice thing. I mean, because they're like totally
Yeah.
polar opposite on the issues, and Palin's a very divisive figure, as we know. But the fact that they still have a friendship, it's like that's kind of admirable in a way. Um,
It is. It is.
but yeah. Okay. Who's okay? Obvious other options. So obviously Republicans for Harris. People would be like Liz Cheney and Kinzinger. And I guess Denver Riggleman if we wanted him, but he's an independent now. He's not even technically a Republican anymore.
Yeah.
So, um, man, I was reading something about Riggleman not too many days ago. I think I read that like he endorsed another Democrat and maybe he endorsed Tim
No
Kaine. Was
way.
that it? I think he may have endorsed Tim Kaine actually.
Why?
Yeah, he did. Why did he endorse Tim Kaine?
Hell if I know.
I get that's so stupid. I have no. Why was Denver Riggleman ever in the Freedom Caucus? I'm still waiting for a good answer for that question. I don't know how that guy got into the Freedom Caucus. That made no sense. I mean, he wasn't even good in Congress, and now he's totally lost it. Like, it's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm trying to think of other obvious examples. Um, what about Dan Newhouse? Is Dan Newhouse a RINO?
Oh, definitely. He votes like a Democrat in a big Trump district.
Man, yeah, man. I hope we get Jared Sessler replacing him. What an upgrade. Crap, Wikipedia.
Oh yeah,
Why? Wikipedia just classified Jared Sessler as far right now. I'm so sick of this. How many
that
new
just means
candidates
base.
are going to be called far right? This is so annoying. Same with Royce White. They classified him as far right now. They're making everybody into far right on Wikipedia articles. Anyway, but yeah, Newhouse. Where would you put him? Controlled opposition, because like he does seem like one of those people who just like wants the government to just keep functioning.
I would say he is controlled opposition. Just because he hasn't endorsed Harris yet, it's a very low bar.
What's above controlled opposition?
Above controlled opposition is attention whore.
Okay, well, I don't think he's one of those. So I guess that's good, but
There's there's also subverter.
oh yeah. Oh, speaking of subverter, so would you consider Don Bacon a rhino? Because he definitely goes into that category.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't even mind moderates that much. I mean, they suck on most votes, but it's like at least their team if they're team players, it's fine. But like Don Bacon's problem is that he just won't shut his mouth about what people actually
I would put
want.
him in
Like
attention whore.
yeah, you know what? That's even better because you're right. He does like attracting attention for how moderate he is and crap.
But like he's moderate in the worst way possible. He's not moderate because he has views that are popular. He's moderate because he has views that are popular with big business.
What's funny? He's probably going to lose re-election this year if I had to guess. I mean, he could still win, but
Watch
like
Trump carry that district.
if Trump wins that district, he definitely wins. But like, I don't think Trump wins the district, and I don't know. I think the undecideds are breaking for Bacon because that's how it tends to work. Is like the polling always has the undecideds going for Bacon at the end of the day. But like, I don't think he's going to win it this time. Just based off of what we're seeing, like it seems like it's just trending too far to the left now. So, what about wait? Would you consider? I know a lot of people. This is maybe controversial. There are like if you're on Twitter all the time, like people on Twitter are always saying Mike Johnson's a rhino because of how he's handled House leadership. Would you say that's the case? Like, should
Oh
he
yeah,
be in the spear
I should
list?
definitely add.
It's real.
I'm gonna add him there. I don't think he's a rhino,
Okay.
but he should definitely be added. I'm adding Haley. I'm adding Pompeo.
It really sucks. I mean, Johnson was like, I really wanted to like him. I had a soft spot with him for such a long time because just like his personal religious beliefs and whatnot, like he just seems like a really good man. But I just hate seeing how he's been led astray so badly into believing all the crap the intelligence agencies tell him and stuff. It's just
Yeah, I think that
it's so
he's
sad.
too far. He's yeah, he's certainly kept his distance from the dissident right. And that's the problem. He needs more people like maybe not a Matt Gaetz type because Gaetz is optical cancer, but like someone of that sort of mold, if that makes sense.
What do you mean? You mean we need somebody like that, or he needs somebody like that?
He needs someone like that
For what specifically?
right
Like
next to him.
like advising him, like
Advise.
how? Yeah. I mean,
Like, yeah, he needs an information source that isn't from the establishment.
I don't know. I mean, Chip Roy has kind of tried to do that, but the problem is, at the end of the day, he's still not like, because it was Chip Roy's idea to attach the SAVE Act to that CR or whatever to pass it through the House and force Democrats to vote on that. And it was a well-intentioned idea, even though it was still a stupid CR. So at the end of the day, I have lots of sympathy for the Republicans who didn't support that whole charade. But at the end of the day, like, it was a well-intentioned thing, but it was still like Roy should have realized a long time ago that Johnson was going to try that, and then he was just going to pass a CR without it afterwards because it wasn't going through the Senate. Like, it was a good, like, I think Roy's trying his best, but like the fact he actually bought into the idea that would work, I don't know why he believed he could get Johnson to be on his side with that, because it was pretty clear he was just going to drop it afterwards. So
I do. All right, so I'm still grabbing a bunch of images. But you might be surprised with some of my ideas, and I'm assuming I'm going to be surprised by some of yours.
is anyone else joining?
I don't know. I sent it to the group chat, and I hope that someone's watching. Oh, hey, we do have a viewer. To the one person watching this stream, type a comment if you wanna join in the discussion, because the tier list is almost ready. Should I include George Santos?
In what sense is he a RINO? Like, apart from the fact he's obviously just like totally just a total liar and whatnot.
I just think it would be funny.
I mean, I guess you can then.
I'm also adding Youngkin to the list just because some people might think he's a RINO.
Wait, who?
Youngkin, I'm adding him to the list even though I don't think he's a RINO.
Hmm.
Okay. Oof. Hi, we have 2 viewers now. Hi, everyone. Yeah, feel free to ask us any question you want and to contribute to the discussion. We are almost done finally making the tier list. Do you know any like names off the bat that I should include that may or may not, like someone out there could consider a RINO. Sam? Got
Oh,
nothing?
I thought you were talking to the viewers.
No, I was talking to you.
I assume you have a pretty large list already, so maybe we should just go with that.
Okay. Time to choose the files. Okay, we got 51 items for this tier list. And now it is finally time to present. This is the list right here.
Wow.
So let's start with Greg Abbott.
Um,
I'm gonna put him right here.
yeah, I don't know. I go back and forth on Abbott. My problem,
I think
like,
he's
yeah, I think, see, I like how he is on social issues, but I watched a whole, do you know who Elect Right is on YouTube?
yeah, I love Elect Right.
So he made a video on Fraud or Fighter for Greg Abbott, and he pointed out a lot of stuff about Abbott that I didn't know about that sounds pretty bad when you think about it. He doesn't really sound like, it sounds like while he has principles, he's still relatively weak and doesn't really stand up enough for the right thing. Apart from when, like, for example, border security is concerned, then he, it's a good publicity stunt, doing what he does with the border. So I guess he's good with that. But it's like, I don't know. At the end of the day, he seems like
I feel like
somebody who has principles, but just isn't really fighting that hard. And seems to be more
I
established one at the
guess
end
you
of the
want to
day.
say he's definitely not doing his best then. So it's either controlled opposition or not a RINO.
It depends on how we're defining RINO again. If we're talking about just a Republican who's just like weak and not really doing enough, then I guess maybe he's a RINO for that. But
All right, I made a new tier, disappointment. Ooh, you doing okay?
me,
Yeah.
yeah, I've just had a cough. I had a cold like
Wish
2
you the
weeks
best
ago, and
with it.
for whatever reason, I still don't have. I still haven't totally recovered with the cough for some reason. It's kind of annoying, honestly.
Oof.
But yeah,
Got anything more to say on Greg Abbott, or should we move on
I think
to
that's
AI?
good. I think disappointment makes sense because he could be doing a lot more.
For me, this one's probably. Oh, Tester's here. I didn't. Oh, hi.
Yay,
Hey, Tester.
I'm here. Woohoo.
How long
This
have you
is
been here for?
around 45 minutes. Nothing much. No, I'm
No,
kidding. I joined. I
you
joined a
don't
minute
even like.
ago. I joined a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, who are we on? What idiot are we
We're on
ranking now?
AOT right here.
Oh God. I mean,
Um,
I'd say she's fine. She's a good fit for New Hampshire, and if she wins the governor election, it'd be worth it. But if she loses, then Lord God, why did we not pick Chuck Morse?
I don't think Chuck Morse
do you
would
want
be
to say
winning
she's doing
either,
her
honestly.
best or
I
not a
think she's
rhino?
I think she's doing her best. There are some issues she's weak on, but it's probably partly because it's New Hampshire and there are just some parts of New Hampshire that it's just like you kind of do have to be more moderate, I guess, to win. So
Yeah.
I don't know a whole lot about her other
I
than she
like.
really doesn't like Trump. That's the only thing I know really
Yeah,
is that she doesn't like Trump.
she personally is not a fan of Trump, and I can sympathize actually with that.
But she's
Boo.
still she got over herself, and we're proud of her for that.
Can we include Jimmy Cobson on the tier list for saying that he opposes Trump?
No, we cannot include Cobson on the tier list, unfortunately.
Come
All right, Lauren Boebert. I would say not a rhino.
on.
I would put her in attention whore.
I
Well,
would
but
put her in attention whore.
well, see, I agree with that because she is one, but that also would be saying that she is a rhino. And I don't think to be an attention whore, I don't think you need to be a rhino necessarily to be an attention whore, if that makes sense. Because like
Fair enough.
let's think about it.
But-
Let's think about it this way. Like Thomas Massey, for example, gets a lot of attention just because he sticks to his principles all the time. I wouldn't say he's a rhino just because, in a way, he is an attention whore, just because everybody notices who he is. You know, I mean, I
Well,
would
the reason
say
why I
would
didn't put Massey on the list was one, because I forgot,
yeah.
but also because he's not actively seeking out attention like this woman is. He just
I
happens
know,
to
but
be attention grabbing on his own.
it's just I think attention. I think a rhino who is an attention whore. I think the best kind of person you would say that is like Don Bacon, for example, or who else is on this list? Like, just people who act anti-Trump and like make a big stink about it all the time
Will
and
Hurd.
act moderate. Yeah, act moderate all the time because
We're
of it.
getting to him. We're getting to him.
Oh yay!
And
God.
like just people who are like who go out of their way to be like, oh yeah, I'm a super independent minded Republican, just because they want to score points with the press,
Like
Um,
Lizzo post puberty.
Okay.
But yeah, I would say
So,
Boebert is.
all right,
I
Sam,
would,
you've won me over.
yeah, I would say Boebert. I would say Boebert is not a rhino, but she's still an attention whore, just not a rhino attention whore, if that makes sense.
I got you. How
that
about
makes sense.
John Bolton? I got him between attention whore and active subverter. I'm torn. How about you
I
guys?
think he's a subverter.
Yeah.
He's one of
Tester?
those career bureaucrats Trump threw into his cabinet for no good reason other than he needed somebody. I mean, and then he subverted all
Yeah.
this stuff with foreign policy. I mean, his foreign policy sucks. He subverts everything the modern Republican Party stands for on that.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Tester?
He sucks so much. I'd say he's probably sabotaging us, so I'd put him in active subverter.
Okay. Up next is Katie Britt.
Is she a rhino?
She's a disappointment,
She
especially
could
that
be
State of the
argued-
Union response was terrible and an embarrassment.
God.
So I would say that she's a
Disappointment.
disappointment.
I would probably agree with that. I don't think she's bad. As a senator necessarily, it's just some of the things she's done are just cringe. Like, for example, didn't she like introduce a bill like several months ago to like track pregnancies or whatever. Like, why would the federal government need that? Like, why did she do that? It's just she does some very strange, stupid things, and that's kind of my main problem with her. Is she's not good in some ways. But
Yeah.
Fair enough. Steven, welcome to the stream.
Welcome.
Okay, Katie Britt down. How do you guys feel about Doug Burgum?
He's not great. I mean, he's very overrated, and the people who support him for VP. Like, I disagree. I kind of agree with the Yankees perspective video on him. He just seems like another random millionaire who's a Republican for some reason. So I don't know. I don't really support him.
I would say
He's not exactly an
disappointment.
attention whore.
He's a disappointment, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Sorry, Steven, you accidentally got removed.
His
Hi.
mic was having
Yeah.
issues. I
All right,
think.
we're on
Yeah.
to Bill
Cassidy.
Cassidy, the senior senator from
Oh God.
Louisiana.
Oh my word! We need
He is horrible.
no,
controlled
I put him at-
opposition.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I put him at active.
no
subverter,
debate
like-
there.
Lord God, thank you, Jeff Landry, for getting rid of the nonpartisan primary or the blanket primaries, because we're gonna get rid of him since the Republican primary.
it's gonna be
He
great.
is screwed. He is so screwed, and it's gonna be glorious when he loses.
Yeah,
But-
you know what? I'm gonna be really happy about that. I wish we had good options, because like Higgins is the only like high profile option, and obviously he has his own issues. Is the problem? So
I
like,
mean, I'd be fine with Let Lau.
What do you mean? We
maybe
could make
in that
Mike
seat.
Johnson Senate Majority Leader.
No. I mean, it'd be an upgrade over whoever we're gonna get in control.
Next,
That's not saying much.
okay. Next up, we have Chris Christie, the fat man.
Oh, not a
attention
RINO.
whore.
He is the Republican Party.
Attention whore.
He is the Republican Party.
he's an attention whore.
How
Definitely.
dare you insult
Yeah.
my man, Chris Christie?
Mr.
And then we have Barbara Comstock.
Okay,
Republican
no,
for
we're not
Harris.
moving this fast.
Here-
Calm down.
The insane thing about Christie is that if he
Yeah.
wanted to be president in 2012, he would have got the nomination. He would have beat Obama. That was like his free seat, and he just decided to not run for some reason. It makes
and
no sense.
then
He decided not to run because he didn't think he'd make it past the Republican primary at the time.
And then
Yeah.
wait, but then 2024, he's like, I'm gonna run for president solely so I can have a national platform to attack Donald Trump.
For real.
Those
That's
Chris
what his
Christie
entire-
town halls were pristine.
This guy
Those were the
right
greatest
here.
moments of the cycle. I love the Chris.
Oh yeah, I
Christie
loved
town hall.
like all of us in Real Americans chat pressuring him to cover the Christie town halls.
The best
Oh,
thing
yeah,
was
I
when
remember-
he didn't
remember
know,
that.
and he didn't know about it, and then the chat's just like, "Please cover it." And he's like, "No, no." Those were the best moments. Oh my god, we gotta have Chris Christie run
The
in
good old
2028
days.
so we can have those again. Imagine.
Chris Christie's only
Go
gonna
next.
run if somebody connected to Trump is running. Then he'll run again and be like, oh look, it's another bad influence on the Republican Party.
Yeah, he's gonna run against Vance.
I would kill to see a Christie Vance debate.
Oh god,
Oh, that would be nasty.
the
All right,
Christie
wait.
Vance mukbang. Who would win?
Next,
Wait, so wait.
Chris Christie versus versus what the hell is his name? Governor of West Virginia. What's his name?
Jim
Jim
Justice?
Justice.
Jim Justice. Chris
Justice?
Christie versus Jim Justice mukbang challenge.
Speaking of Jim Justice, he might be a
Hey, how about we
no-show
throw
percent.
in JB Pritzker?
Oh yeah, yeah. JB. Pritzker. Who
Speaking
else?
of Jim Justice, there was report that he's been MAI. He might not be senator for long, so I hope he resigned and then Morrissey can appoint Mooney to the seat.
Wait. What's wrong? What's wrong with Jim Justice?
He has health complications.
Yeah,
I'm
basically.
pretty
Like,
sure.
Who would have
Okay.
thought
Well,
that an
here's the
obese
thing.
man in his mid-60s would have health issues?
No, he's 73.
Oh, never mind. Wow.
yeah, I think he should
already
resign.
70. Look, he was going to be a one-term senator regardless, but if he does resign, I think Patrick Morrissey is actually. I think he actually probably would appoint Mooney. If I'm being honest, like I could really actually see that.
Oh my god.
So that would
He's
actually
not
that
going
would
to
be
appoint
great.
himself like
Place.
Manchin did.
Morrison's gonna be incredible.
Manchin
I wouldn't
didn't
mind if
appoint
he appointed
himself.
himself.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
But
Manchin
now
appointed
for
placeholder.
Barbara,
What would be the
since we're
chance
getting a
that
little bit off
Manchin would
topic,
run in a
Barbara
special election?
Comstock.
She
tell me-
endorsed Harris.
This woman
Yeah,
literally.
Republican for Harris.
She endorsed
sh-
Harris, so she's going down.
Wait, I think I do remember hearing about that. Yeah.
It's
She
like
did
it's
end
like
up-
She's
the
the
Just
North
put her
Virginia
there.
Congresswoman.
Thank you.
what was
Yeah,
the
I
Rhode
remember
Island
that.
senator?
You know what's funny?
After
You know what's funny? Comstock lost re-election in 2018 partly because of how reliably Trump supporting she was. That's what's kind of dumb now.
Really, I
seeing
thought it
she's
was because she
20 years.
opposed him.
No,
she-
I in 2018 she voted with Trump 90 something% of the time, and it was a blue leaning
wow.
district anyway. So she got killed because of it.
yeah.
Yeah,
She's like-
Republican for
Imagine
Harris.
if she ran against Dan Helmer. You guys remember that ad?
Who's Dan Helmer?
He was a Democrat who was running. He went into. So he did a Top Gun parody. He said, "You lost this sense of feeling because you've been right-wing appeal." It's so bad. Even Stephen
What?
Colbert made fun of it. That's how bad
What?
the ad was. That Stephen Colbert made fun of a Democrat.
What? The-
Anyways,
Okay.
just put her in Republican for Harris and
Yeah. Up next is Bob Corker.
controlled opposition.
Oh, that's who that is. Yeah, probably controlled opposition.
Yeah, fun fact about Corker, he actually sent materials to be he requested a vetting to be Trump's VP back in 2016.
That's
God.
wow.
Chris Christie was like one of
And
the
then moment Trump
finalists,
got
right?
elected, he
Yeah,
turned on
Chris
him.
Christie was. That's what's
Yeah.
crazy.
He would actually legitimately be a great
Yeah, the
VP
finalists-
because he wouldn't be attacking Trump. Like he's good on most of the issues. So Chris Christie would be like a better VP than Mike Pence. Sounds so dumb, but I mean,
John Cornyn is also controlled opposition. I hate John Cornyn.
I called him and I say he's a disappointing.
No, he's controlled opposition. He's one
How
of the
about we
Republicans.
compromise with this?
Yeah, active subverter you can make an argument for as well because he compromised the Republicans' agenda by supporting that stupid gun bill.
we need Ken Paxton to take that seat.
Nah, Ken Paxton's optics aren't good
Well, you-
enough. I think the best we can do is Wesley Hunt or Ronnie Jackson, but I don't think Wesley
Ken
Hunt will
Paxton
run.
won by like 11. I feel like he would be able to win.
Yeah,
Like
He
especially
he
if he ran a
might-
good
he
campaign.
definitely would.
He might be
They
able
won by
to,
9.
but it's just the optics I'm concerned about. I want people who are based but don't get ridiculed all the time. You know?
I don't
Yeah,
know, I'm
what's
fine
his
with
wife's
Paxton.
name? Angie Paxton.
Yeah.
She should run for
Angela
Senate.
Paxton. Yeah.
See, if-
Problem is,
if
like, if you hate the
Paxton-
Paxton name, you're gonna hate Angela Paxton as well. So I don't feel like she'd do any better.
See, I don't know. I think Paxton, I would definitely 100%. If he runs against Cornyn, that's clearing the field. Because Ronnie Jackson's probably not going to run, and Trump's probably going to end up either staying neutral or endorsing Paxton because he really likes Paxton. So
Yeah.
in that case, I would get behind Paxton. Obviously, it's just
Paxton was,
But yeah,
I thought
I think
Paxton was like
Ronnie.
a shoe-in for the AG. No.
Yeah, he might.
He's already
be.
Attorney General. Oh, you mean U.S. Attorney General? Yeah, he's going to be Attorney General if Trump wins.
Yeah.
It's going to be incredible. He'd be an incredible Attorney General.
Anything more to say about John Cornyn?
No, he can go. You know what himself.
Better than John Thune.
Okay.
No, John Thune's
Oh, that is
actually better.
spicy.
Yeah, John
Look
Thune
who's
is
next.
certainly better on the issues than Cornyn.
Yeah, Cornyn.
Tom Cotton.
Not to mention Cornyn's another old fart. He's like
Put him
70.
in this
He's
disappointing.
72. Cornyn is 72. He's going to be 74 in 2026, and he's already said he's running again. It's like he's going to be the new Mitch McConnell if we let him get that
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Senator,
Yeah.
you're no Chuck Grassley.
Just imagine that.
Chuck Grassley for Senate Majority Leader. He would legitimately be better than McConnell, like more mentally
Probably.
stable.
No, he's like. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So up next is
Cotton's
Tom Cotton.
next. Disappointing.
Oh my
I
god!
got
I wish he were
disappointment.
primaried. The fact that Trump endorsed him and he still only got like 60%.
No, he got
Very
66%.
Wait, did
Well,
Jay
well,
Jack
look at
run
the
against him?
flip-flopper.
There was a libertarian running against him. It was like Ricky Dale Harrington
In the
Jr.
primary, he only got
Oh.
58%, which is like
wait,
pretty
Tom.
embarrassing.
Wait. No. I
Oh,
think you're
wrong
thinking
one.
about John
Wrong
Boozman.
one. I'm thinking of Boozman. He
Boozman.
sucks just as much. But oh my god, the Arkansas Senate delegation sucks so much.
No, here's
It's
the
like
thing.
indistinguishable.
I
how bad they are.
like Tom Cotton on some issues. The only issue he's bad on is foreign policy. He is abysmal on foreign policy, but good on everything else. It's really sad that one issue takes him down too many notches.
Yeah.
You know, I actually disagree. I think that Tom Cotton is just an authoritarian.
Yeah, I
just
know
think
you
that he
said
likes
that.
the expanding the government.
It's kind of based. Like we do kind of need to be authoritarian on social issues, but I mean, there's better
No,
ways.
I like
to do it.
personal
It's
liberty.
fine. I hate liberty. If you're
look at
doing
that.
something wrong, you should not have the liberty to do it.
Mhm.
Like you should not have the liberty
Okay.
to convert kids into transgenders and stuff.
I
Like,
know that.
You gotta
I
take a
get
stand
that.
on.
Okay,
stuff.
well,
So
yeah,
that's-
that's where conservatives that's where even libertarian conservatives agree. Like there are basic things that clearly we shouldn't be allowing, but there are other libertarian conservatism in general. It's like you can be a libertarian conservative and still say no to some of these things that are clearly just insane. You know.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Anyways,
So
next up,
up next is Spencer Cox.
attention
Oh
whore.
God. Literally
Um,
one of the worst
I
Republicans
mean,
ever.
he endorsed Trump, but he still sucked.
yeah, he's still not good. And part
Maybe
of it,
disappointing, but attention whore.
I actually heard that behind the scenes, he said that he endorsed Trump mainly because he realized that if he was going to get anywhere else in the party, in terms of anywhere, he was going to have to support Trump to some degree. So I think part of it was just politics. Part of it could also have been that he was willing to give Trump the benefit of the doubt, but it's still, I mean, it's kind of obvious he's. I would say attention whore, probably.
All right, here's my personal take. Any Republican who actively attempts to normalize the use of pronouns is controlled opposition or an active subverter.
Active
Yeah.
subverter. No, I agree. I actually agree with active subverter because he's subverting what pretty much the entire party agrees about, which is pronouns. Just why, you know?
He's literally just a Democrat.
Ooh.
Did you see the tweet where he endorsed Trump? All the comments were, "How could you do this, Spencer? I voted for you for nothing. Take a stand and endorse Harris." He's just a Democrat, so he's not even active subverter. He's literally just controlled opposition.
Next up,
Yeah,
we have
he appeals
iPad
to
McCain.
Democrats. That's fair. We got Yep, Eye Patch McCain. Where do you think he's
Yes.
going?
I guess
Controlled
disappointment.
active subverter or controlled opposition.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
I'm gonna go with active subverter because he's not. He votes somewhat like a Republican. He's not like Cassidy, who voted to convict, Corker, who spent his entire career from 2016 to 2018 bashing Trump, or Cox, who has literally alienated every single conservative.
Yeah.
Crenshaw, he's slippery.
Yeah.
So I think he's an active subverter.
Yeah.
All right, Kinzinger. We don't need to say anything more. He's Republicans for Harris,
Ryan
obviously.
Shut up.
Kinzinger.
I hate Kinzinger, man. He's so annoying.
All right.
Um,
How do we feel about Doug Ducey?
I guess doing the best.
disappointment. He was just kind of weak as
Yeah.
governor. He could have done more. Probably maybe to help the state at least be semi-red still, but oh well.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
it
was
felt like he
he's
was
still a team
afraid
player, but
really
yeah, he was,
to push the envelope.
then
So,
we've got Rudy
any
Giuliani.
more commentary on Ducey?
No.
Yeah, he sucks ass.
He could have done
All
better,
right,
but
we
he's a
have
team
Rudy
player.
Giuliani.
Oh
Not a
man,
Rhino.
I don't even know where to put this guy. He's not an
He's-
active.
I'm putting him in doing their best.
Yeah.
He
He's
was-
trying his
He
best.
was the governor. Sorry, he was the
Mayor
mayor
of
of
New
New
York
York. Okay, it was as conservative as he could have been. He's a team
Yeah.
player as well. And I'm talking about Rudy Giuliani, the politician, not Rudy Giuliani, the Trump's personal attorney.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He's
Okay.
trying his best.
So what's
would-
next?
Yeah, if we're just talking about when he held public office, but like that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
boy,
why I
Amnesty
added him.
Grammy.
Okay, Lindsey Graham.
Controlled
have-
opposition.
Controlled opposition.
Or maybe attention whore because like
Yeah.
Redigo said that he only supports Trump to stay relevant in the party.
Yeah. I would put him in Trump doing their best on a technicality because like he is mentally deficient, so he thinks what he's doing is actually MAGA, but like he just does not understand anything at all. But I mean, he
No,
technically
this
is
is for
trying.
people like Larry Hogan.
Yeah. Okay, Nikki
All right,
Haley
I
is.
personally
Attention
think
whore.
active subverter.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
he's an active subverter because
Nikki
at
Haley.
least look, apart from the thing about Graham is that sure, like on the foreign policy, he's like absolutely terrible, but like he's not subverting the agenda of like the domestic agenda of like most Republicans, right? Because like he's still like he's the guy who kept shoving that abortion ban at people's
yeah.
faces during 2022, which was a terrible idea, but it shows that he has a commitment to pro-life
Yeah.
causes, even if it was never going to pass. So it's like I don't think he's quite.
How
an
about
active
disappointment?
supporter.
Yeah.
No, I would
get
say
that.
controlled opposition. That disappointment seems too nice, honestly. Because
Fair
at
enough.
the end of the day, he's
any more-
still establishment. So
Yeah.
Nikki Haley.
Now we
is-
have
Yeah.
Nimrata.
Harry Larry.
Literally the Antichrist. She
Okay,
is.
yeah,
I
Phony
mean, she's
Larry,
not-
I should say.
attention whore for sure.
Yeah, do you guys think attention whore is good? Because like
Haley?
anytime
Yeah.
Trump attacks Kamala, this woman is on MSNBC saying it was uncalled for.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, yeah.
Attention whore.
She probably only endorsed Trump because he got shot.
She only endorsed him because it was
No,
her
no,
only
no.
way to make it up in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, Larry Hogan is doing his best.
she did it.
Yeah,
purely-
from Maryland, he's the best we
Yeah.
can get.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Hogan 24. I like this guy. Actually, he was a good governor. People are retroactively calling him a rhino. He did, he's like our version of Andy Bashir.
It still
Yeah.
sucks though.
I-
He's gonna lose by like 13.
I know, right? If Maryland
There-
was as
he has
blue
an
as it was
outside
during Bush,
chance.
he has it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I respect him for the maps and the maps alone. Like he wasn't that great, but him making it so that the maps weren't rigged was pretty good. I will say.
Yeah, he saved Andy Harris, and I can
Yeah.
appreciate that. Up next is professional commentator and one-term congressman from Illinois, Joe Walsh. Fun fact about this guy, he literally got unseated by Tammy Duckworth.
Do we have anything
Yeah.
to say?
I don't think anyone would disagree with me on this.
Republican for Harris.
He is
Oh,
not
yeah,
a rhino.
yeah,
He's
he's
the
literally
future of the
endorsed.
Republican Party.
Yo, you know what's funny about Joe Walsh? Joe Walsh used to be like he was like a Tea Party-esque kind of Republican who like was like actually more of a Trumpy guy in 2016, and then he just got so disillusioned with Trump over time, and then he became full on a Trump hater, and now he's just a total rhino. It's
we just
really
admit the
crazy.
Tea
how-
Yeah, he
Party
launched a
was, like-
primary challenge to Trump in 2020.
The Tea Party was just like it was just rhinos. Like, is there like a single good Tea Party member who's still
Oh,
here?
well, oh, there
Jim
are a
Jordan?
lot of good tea. Yeah, Jim Jordan,
Mike
Marlon
Lee.
Stutzman, I think was a Tea Party. Marco Rubio
I
was
guess.
Tea Party. He's not great, but
Mike Lee?
Rand Paul, and Mike Lee. Yeah,
Lee is pretty good. I wouldn't call Rand Paul good. He's a son of a bitch. He
What?
like not
For
endorsing
some
Trump is
reason, he's not
insane.
endorsing
Oh.
Trump.
No, come on.
Yeah.
We love Rand Paul though.
Yeah, I guess he's fine. But
Yeah,
anyways,
we love Rand Paul.
He's not his father. He's
Look who's
far.
next.
We have the 2016.
Yeah. Well, my
We
take
have
about
the runner-up to the runner-up in the 2016 Republican. Oh, sorry, still talking about Joe Walsh or?
no, I was just gonna
No.
say hot take. So it seems like Tester likes Ron Paul more than Rand Paul. I actually think
That's
Rand
fine.
Paul
Yes.
is better than Ron Paul because
I
Ron
don't
Paul
care
was
really.
too
That's a
libertarian.
spicy
or something.
take.
No,
Well,
Ron Paul.
I like
like-
Ron Paul a lot. Like he's a great figure in libertarian conservatism. It's just there were some like on social issues, he was just a little bit too libertarian for me at the end of
He
the
had
day.
values. That's what I appreciate.
Yeah, I
He's like-
appreciate that too.
The father
Anyway.
of modern conservative libertarianism. So I appreciate him for that.
And then next up, we got the electoral
Kasich.
juggernaut from Ohio.
You've got
Kasich.
John Kasich, the runner-up
God.
to the runner-up in the 2016 Republican primaries.
Okay,
This
Lord.
guy,
This is the only
he's been an
discussion for me.
MSNBC contributor.
Do we put him on
Oh.
Republican for Harris or controlled opposition?
Is he a Republican for Harris?
He voted for. Yeah, I think
He
he
voted
endorsed
for Biden.
Harris.
Wow, that sucks.
Trust the plans, guys. Trump can't win.
All right, Brian Kemp. I would say he's a disappointment. There are a lot of things he could be doing better.
Yeah,
I mean, I think for now he's trying his best, but
He's-
that's
he's
that's
pretty
because he has nothing else to run for.
Okay,
Yeah,
Liz
he
Cheney.
does-
Liz Cheney is either she's Republicans for Harris, but she's also simultaneously an attention whore because that's all she cares about is getting attention. So she's both
Yeah.
technically, but who is that?
I forgot who this guy is.
Who?
Joe Lombardo.
That is.
Oh, is that Lombardo?
Yeah,
No, Lombardo's incredible.
No.
He's a good fit for his
I'd
state.
say he's trying his best for a state that's literally like
Oh yeah, this is Lombardo.
60% Democrat
Yeah,
legislature.
I like Lombardo a lot.
Yeah, he's trying his best. He's like the best we can get for now until Republican and Nevada get their acts together.
Guys, what do you think about Roger Stone? We should put Roger Stone on this list.
So true.
I guess he's not a
Oh,
rhino.
Do
Hey,
you,
real quick,
what
to
do you
anyone
think?
who is watching, to the folks watching from home, you can type in the chat if you want to join the stream, and I will send you the StreamYard link. We love to have more people, don't we, guys?
Yeah.
We love Roger Stone.
No one agreed with me.
No one
We
agreed
no,
with
but we
All right,
love
up
Roger
next is
Stone.
Nancy Mace.
Attention whore, I guess.
Yeah, he's based.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I'm really torn. I like Nancy Mace on some things, and I like where she's coming from on other things, but I also hate like how she goes too far on some things. So she's like all over the map for me. Like there's some things I really
Attention whore?
I don't know, but saying she's an attention whore would imply that she's also a rhino, and I'm not just quite ready to say it because I endorsed her in her primary this year. Like,
Yeah,
Disappointment.
Yeah.
she was
can we
better
say
than
she's
the woman she was running against.
can we say that she's like not a rhino? Because like she's flawed on some issues, but it's like there's
enough.
still some like when it comes to fiscal issues. Like she was like, for example, she's one of those Republicans who was like always against like CRs and stuff. Like she voted against the CR Save Act nonsense. Like she was one of 14 Republicans to be against that. She's just one of those people who was like, yeah, we're done with this nonsense with government spending. Same thing with the Fiscal Responsibility Act of 2023 with the whole debt limit debacle. She voted against that as well. So she's on foreign policy. Look at Mace's foreign policy record. She's great on foreign policy, I will say as well. So I don't think she's a rhino. She's just a very odd Republican in her own
Who's
way.
next?
Up next is Kevin McCarthy.
Attention whore.
He kind of is now. When he was speaker, he was just like controlled opposition, I would say. Or disappointment for that matter.
All right.
Oh boy.
disappointment or
Probably,
controlled
you know what? Kevin McCarthy, I would say he's just disappointment. He's not as bad as Bill Cassidy and some of these other
Yeah.
people who just
I think
are
he's
part of the establishment.
Well, look who's next.
Here's my
Turtle
little
Man.
interpretation. Oh. I thought Kevin McCarthy was so excited to become speaker that he never actually researched what that job actually did.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, I'm gonna be speaker someday. I'm gonna be speaker, and he just never ever thought, okay, what does that actually mean? Up next, we have the turtle.
Controlled
God.
opposition.
It's he's controlled opposition. Controlled opposition for
Do
sure.
it. Okay. Okay, so who do we have next?
Now we have the lesbian man.
Wait, what?
I'd
not-
say disappointment.
He looks like a lesbian.
Disappointment.
No, he just looks like a nerd. That's about
Yeah.
it.
He's better than
He looks
McCarthy,
like
but I
Rachel
wouldn't say
Maddow.
Yeah, I would say disappointment. I like him as a person. He seems like a really good man. I just hate how the intelligence community convinced him all this nonsense like Russia can lose to Ukraine if we give them enough money, etc. Or we need to be
Yeah.
able, or we need to be able to have FISA without a search warrant to be able to actively do our job. I mean, they convinced him of some truly horrible stuff, and he just fell for it. It's really annoying, but
So up next is Anthony Scaramucci. This one's
wait,
obvious.
what? Who's that? I don't know who that is.
He was, I believe he was White House budget director.
Oh, yeah, Republican for Harris. Oh, look.
Oh, God.
Large
It's-
disappointing.
Large Marge.
Large Marge, yay.
Either
I would say-
disappointing or.
I would say here's the thing. Some people would say no, she's not a rhino. She's just a crazy person who happens to be good on issues. I would argue that she is kind of a rhino in the sense that she does things more out of personal motivation than out of actual principle. Like I think she believes like fundamental things about like abortion, government spending, etc. But the fact that she was super pro McCarthy just based out of her own personal ambition, and then hated Johnson just because I don't know why. I mean, it's kind of obvious she was just thinking about herself in that, and it was her own ambitions.
You got to put yourself in her shoes.
yeah.
Johnson did steal her boyfriend.
Good job.
Just shut up. Just
What? It's true. It's 100% true. What?
Okay.
It's not like I'm lying.
Okay, but
Well,
that's not very
who
nice.
is?
But it's
Rhino
true.
Lisa.
Wait,
It wasn't very nice for
I'm
Johnson
gonna
to
put her
steal
in
her
active.
boyfriend. That wasn't very
That's
nice
enough
of him.
out of you.
Attention whore.
yeah.
All right.
active
Does anyone disagree with attention whore?
Yeah, no, attention whore actually does make way more sense.
She's active subverter. It gives her too much credit. I just think she's dumb.
That's true. She is just
Wait.
dumb.
Speaking of, Cobson. I remember. I still have a screenshot of this during one of the Real American streams. You sent a super chat saying that you just realized that you hate Ukraine because they didn't investigate Biden, so now you're actively rooting for Russia because of 2020. Did you really
True.
mean that?
So
Yeah.
true.
You
Yes.
did not.
Bro.
You do not actually mean that.
Bruh, Jimmy
do.
Cobson was the true controlled opposition.
Oh my word! You're telling me you
Oh,
actually
shut up.
support Russia? He was just like, "Wow, I had an epiphany. I realized that I hate Ukraine because of 2020. I'm now actively rooting for Russia."
Based.
Oh my god! Look at
I
that.
still have
Exactly.
that screen. I still have that screenshot. It cracks me up. I was like, "Wow, okay, am I really dealing with a pro-Russia
Controlled
supporter in this?"
opposition.
Yeah. I'd put Cobson in controlled opposition, honestly.
No, I put Murkowski in
He
controlled
does seem like
opposition.
controlled opposition. He's controlled opposition.
I still think it's pretty funny how
I am not controlled opposition, you asshole.
He is.
I still think it's hilarious how Cobson thought it was so funny that you said that Mike Johnson stole MTV's boyfriend.
Why are you acting like that's some nostalgic memory? That was like 5 minutes ago. But it's true. It's true. They were sleeping with each other. I know for a fact. I was there.
Oh no,
Did you tape it or something, weirdo?
Shut up. Shut up. They're both very pretty individuals.
I can just imagine she's going, "Oh yeah, Jewish space laser."
Oh, God. You didn't have to do
I
that.
want you to fire your Jewish space laser in my climate zone.
No! What
Oh
the
my
hell?
gosh. This is terrible. We need to move on.
This stream is incredible. I love this stream so much.
I do too.
This
All right.
stream is truly great.
Murkowski.
Up next is Lisa Murkowski.
Oh,
Controlled opposition.
Yeah.
speaking of sexy,
Yeah.
I
I'm just
still
waiting until I
will
get-
never
What?
forget the time. I still will never forget the video where Manuel called her a mean, nasty woman or whatever. That was so great.
Oh yeah,
I'll
I did.
never
I called
forget
her
the
nasty.
time we did the RINO tier list. Oh my god, those were the days.
Look at
Chris
oh
Christie
my god.
is red tier.
I love Chris
Okay,
Christie.
fine, just for you. Grim Sparrow 180 says.
Wait,
Okay,
Chris
we-
Christie's
next up we
red
have the
tier?
dog
Food
shooter.
emojis.
Wait.
I
what
want
do you-
Chris
what-
Christie to eat me.
Ayo!
I really want Chris Christie.
Thank
to
you for your contribution, Grim Sparrow 180.
This stream is incredible. I love this stream so much.
Oh God, yeah, I'm having the time of my life here.
Okay.
This is the greatest stream.
So
Okay.
up next,
Christy Noam she's an
Oh,
okay. I think she's an active subverter because there was another video from Elect Right that I watched. He was talking about how she waged war on conservatives, like how she's actively like worked against conservatives in the legislature and whatnot. But then she pretends like she's a super far right governor or whatever, even though she's not.
yeah,
Red
So-
Eagle was right when he warned us about her.
Yeah, she's awful.
I was
What she
before
did to
that
the
was
dog
like,
was
why
based.
is Red Eagle hating on Gnome so much?
Oh my gosh.
Christy Queso 2028. Let's go.
Wait,
Hey,
what?
Grim Sparrow, if you're listening here, what role would you give Nikocado Avocado in the Chrissy Queso administration?
White House chef.
He'd eat all the food and cause mass
That's the
starvation.
point. I love mass starvation. Based. So based.
All right, guys,
Okay.
I'm gonna take a short break. Just
No,
you guys just chill
why?
out for a sec. I gotta clean something. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Oh my god. No, we were cooking so hard.
You can still keep cooking. Cooking
Yeah.
very delicious, edible food for Casey. Queso.
Yeah. Casey. Bob cooking very delicious edible food for Bob Casey. Bob Casey
Bob
needs his
Casey.
snack.
Oh man, what if Casey actually loses this year?
That would be
Oh.
hilarious and
That would
not
be Trump
that
winning in a
unexpected.
By the
landslide.
way, Nikocado needs to get mad again.
There is
He's
a
press
chance he
secretary.
loses, which is really weird to say, but like there's a
Oh.
chance there.
He used to be pro-life. That surprised me, but really,
He just decided to not be
literally
pro-life
in-
overnight.
yeah, McCormick literally sat on him twice, like during the debate, and then like
Sad on him.
like verbally, like he destroyed him.
Yeah.
No, that is so
McCormick
funny.
sat on
Actually,
queso.
no, it's so funny. He was the same way with guns. He was like, I'm a pro-gun Democrat, and then after a school shooting in like 2010 or whatever, he was like, so I'm starting to rethink my positions, and my wife and daughter convinced me that yeah, we really do need some serious gun control.
That's literally what every Democrat does. They're like, oh, this school shooting made me rethink everything. Like, no, it did not. How? That makes no sense. It's because they always wanted to be anti-gun, but they didn't have an excuse, so the school shooting gives them the excuse to do so.
It's so hilarious.
Yeah. Queso 2024, Make America Goon Again.
538's polling averages for all the swing states are like virtually tied. Like just
Do you see
look
they
at
have
this.
Trump up now? 530 has Trump
Yeah.
winning.
Yeah, they have
Insane.
Harris. They have
Incredible.
Harris. Their polling aggregate in Wisconsin is Harris plus 0.1, and same thing in Pennsylvania. It's Harris plus
Yeah.
0.1. Nevada is Harris plus 0.05.
They really can't
Mid-
give that lead.
I think 530 will probably have Harris up by like tomorrow again. There's no way they're gonna let Trump stay in the lead like that.
They have
Yeah.
Trump ahead by over 2
All right,
points in Arizona. Arizona and Georgia polls are like so good for Trump. It's really
There's never
crazy.
been more over.
I mean, I think people are underestimating Trump winning through Wisconsin, Georgia, and Arizona.
Yeah.
It's true.
He doesn't need Pennsylvania. He needs those three, which are way likelier.
I still think he's gonna get
I think he wins.
Pennsylvania, but I think he wins Wisconsin by more.
I don't know. I think Republicans need. I need to see better early voting before I can.
The early
Okay.
voting's as good as it's gonna get. I don't know what you want from it. But
We're
it's
down
as
like
good as it's gonna
40% in early voting.
get. In one state, which is Pennsylvania, which is expected because PA early voting is like D plus 50. We're doing like 10 points better than 2020. That's all you can hope for.
Wait, yeah, I thought PA voting was really good. Like everyone was saying that.
No,
Well,
I
also
just don't
wait,
see better
wait, are you
polling.
talking about ballot returns? Because here's the thing about Pennsylvania, the returned early votes in Pennsylvania are from the Philly area, not from the rest of the
Yeah.
state. And so as more of the return ballots come in, it's going to be like D+20 only.
Yeah.
All right, I agree. Grim Sparrow, you are definitely correct. Trump will win every state by a safe margin because
So
it came to you in a
Qantas dropped
vision.
their tie. Okay, that's cool.
Okay, everybody. You ready to get back to the
Who's next?
tier list?
Who's next?
Yeah.
Paul
having Ryan.
Ryan.
Oh,
Controlled opposition.
Oh, God, Paul
Um,
Ryan.
yeah,
I would say he's
Maybe
an
active
active
subverter, I would say.
or you know what? How about just disappointment? Like the Freedom
That's fine,
Caucus
too.
put a lot of faith in him to be their speaker, and then he just ended up being a disappointment. And honestly, I would say, I mean, because he's not endorsed Harris or stooped to the level of like
Fair
Mitch
enough.
McConnell. He's just been useless
Okay.
when he was in Congress. He was useless.
Yeah. I wish that he had at least attempted to lead us into 2018 instead, because I think we might have even been able to hold on to the House if he had,
It wouldn't have happened.
No,
I
that was
think
never
by like a
happening.
very narrow margin we could have held on.
Best
Damn it,
case
we still
scenario,
have
but
so
we
many
weren't getting the
people
best
before
case
Trump.
scenario.
Oh wow, you have
Next up is
Maisie Phillip.
yeah, I have Mozzie Peel up here.
Oh,
Um,
God. Oh, God. As someone who has experienced her, like, she didn't even want to win. She just, like, grifted off of it. She is a registered Democrat. Like, Jesus Christ. She caucuses with
See-
Republicans, but she is a Democrat. So
See,
I
here's-
don't know why people liked her.
See,
I
here's
don't know
the
why
dumb
NASA
thing.
founded her.
Controlled opposition.
See,
Yeah,
here's the thing.
probably.
I supported her being the nominee in that race because I thought she would have good crossover appeal, like she would be
She
able to
did
win
not.
independence and whatever. But like, I don't know.
That campaign was completely incompetent. I don't know what the hell she was doing.
Yeah, it was kind of bad, but like, I don't know. I don't know who would have done better is the thing.
Jack Martins.
Yeah, but he wasn't
would
gonna
have done incredible.
Yeah, but
Just
he wasn't gonna
draft
run.
him
You
to
should have
run.
run Tom
then.
Swozy.
So true.
Also,
You should have ran
also
George
Jack
Santos.
but Jack Martin's already lost to Tom Swozy in like 2016 though. So
In
that's why he didn't-
2016, when Nassau wasn't even competitive, and he did much better than he
Grim
should
Sparrow,
have.
do you want? Sorry, Grim Sparrow, do you want on the stream?
Oh yeah,
type
Grim
yes or no,
Sparrow
and
needs to
I'll
be
Then
on
next
send you the
up
stream. That would
we
be
link.
incredible.
have Donald
Oh, shit.
Trump.
So
Mike
next up is Mike Pompeo.
The real Rhino was
I
Donald
got him
Trump,
an
guys.
attention whore. And the reason why is that he spends a lot of his time just counter signaling Trump.
Isn't Mike Pompeo? Isn't he like one of those? Like, isn't he like super hawkish on foreign policy and like surveillance and whatnot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate Mike Pompeo.
Active subverter or attention whore? Because I'm still putting it. I'm thinking attention whore just because he counter signals Trump.
I'm thinking. Well, I don't know everything about him that you do. I was thinking more like a subverter because his foreign policy goes directly against what the base wants.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Any more comments on Pompeo?
No.
Okay. Up next is Rit Momney.
Oh, not Rit Momney.
Straight
Rip
to the
Momney,
controlled
no.
Attention
opposition
whore.
goes.
He's an attention whore. He's attention whore. This is the guy
Yeah.
who loves being like, oh, I'm a super bipartisan Republican. Media here, all you journalists and everything, you guys can love me up. That's how he acts. You know what?
Yeah.
And speaking of which, after that stupid debate with Trump and Harris, he was like one of those people who like came out and said, "Oh, Harris showed herself to be a smart, intelligent, capable person." And I'm like, "Can you just shut up already?" Like seriously, what substantive things did she say other than we need to lift people up? I believe in the American people and the working class. Like what did she say other than that? And oh yeah, women are
really.
bleeding because they can't get abortions. Like it was literally just all emotional crap that she was appealing to in
Yeah.
that debate. But he's like, "Oh, she's intelligent and capable." Yeah, bull crap. I'm sorry, Mitt. Thank goodness he's leaving.
Yeah.
How
he's a
dare you
grifter.
insult our Lord and Savior Mitt Romney? I don't want to talk to you ever again anymore. Mitt Romney was truly the greatest member of the Republican Party to ever seek the office of president. And how dare you
Ew.
insinuate otherwise?
Good. Controlled opposition.
Okay.
2012 was rigged
Um,
against Mitt.
Phil Scoot.
Mitt won. Oh, Phil Scott is
Right
incredible.
on.
Phil Scott is the real Republican
Republicans
Party
for
without
Harris.
the rhinos like
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Yeah. Scoot literally voted for Biden.
Phil Scott is
I'm
a
sure he's
true
voting for
Republican
Harris.
patriot. He's conservative on so many issues, like he's conservative on
Taxes
so many
at
issues,
Israel.
unlike real Rhino Trump.
What is he
Yeah, Phil
conservative on,
Scoot is
Mr.
he's
Rhino?
conservative on corporate taxes in Israel.
Based. You
Well,
know
he's
what?
also-
Actually, I'm going to write in Phil Scott this election.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God, you're not even old enough to vote.
Yeah,
I'm going to
voted
commit
today.
fraud for Phil Scott this election.
Oh my gosh.
Winsome Sear, disappointment.
Winsome Sears is, I would say she's doing her best. I think she's a
she's-
lot better. I think, look, the only thing she has done is like not act like a team player for Trump, which I kind of get. But when it comes to the issues, she seems to be just fine. I would say she is doing her best. I would now that being said, if we're talking about
Yeah,
Youngkin,
she-
we're putting Youngkin one above her because Youngkin I don't think is a rhino, but you could
Yeah, of
classify
course.
Sears as a rhino.
Yeah.
So I would say Sears is, but Youngkin isn't.
Mr. Flakes.
You guys ready
Republicans
for
for Harris.
one of my absolute all-time favorite rhinos?
Yeah.
Who?
He's controlled opposition. Or
Jeff
I don't know,
Flake.
Republicans for Harris.
He is part of the Republicans for Harris.
Yep. He's
What
done.
the hell? Everything's lagging.
Francis Suarez.
Who keeps clicking things in the background?
Phil Scott, Nikki Haley for president. So true.
I love how Phil Scott endorsed Nikki Haley.
Oh yeah,
that
he
was
did it
based.
specifically
Bruce
just to
Barrows on
oppose
stage.
You know
Trump.
what? Actually, I'm going to vote for Nikki Haley in the primary just because Phil Scott endorsed her.
Never
Phil
mind,
Scott is a
don't
true
invite him in. He's a
patriot.
rhino.
Guys, this Grim Sparrow guy.
Phil
Literally
Scott is a
might-
real Republican,
Guys,
unlike
this
Donald
Grim,
Trump.
this Grim Sparrow guy might honestly be my new best friend. This guy's really hilarious.
Oh yeah, he's great. Doesn't even want to
guy
join
is
the stream
incredible.
either. He's just content.
Becky Edwards,
Yeah.
Mozzie Phillip, 2024. Agree.
Yeah.
Take back the Republican Party with Becky Edwards and Mozzie Phillip. Oh God.
No, we don't just take it back. We
Wait.
APAC the Republican Party.
Wait, man, Cobbs, you should have put
We
Becky
vape back.
Edwards on this list. Where's Becky Edwards?
I should have, but she wasn't as high
I don't
profile.
I don't want to say this on stream, but we should
Oh, no.
blank back the Republican Party.
Oh my word. Okay.
I don't want to say it on
moving
stream.
Okay.
Francis Suarez.
Yeah, Francis Xavier
He's just
Suarez. This guy
he's
voted
just
for Hillary
useless.
Clinton.
Yeah, but like now he's like, I don't even think he's that. Like he's actually somewhat conservative with his beliefs. I don't get
I
why
say
he
he's
voted for
trying his best
Clinton.
for Miami.
Didn't he like vote in? Didn't he
I
write
think
in
he did
Marco
it
Rubio?
as a Latino.
Didn't he like write in Marco Rubio?
I'm
in
gonna put him
2020?
in attention whore, and the reason for that is just
He ran for
because
president
you
for no
don't
reason.
always get the attention you want doesn't make you an attention whore.
PMS posted a
Yeah.
short Harris refusing to distance himself from Biden again.
Yeah. PMS.
Man,
All right, so after
Her campaign
Suarez
is dying
is
slowly. I'm gonna enjoy
Yeah,
every
she
second
is.
of it.
Sununu.
Chris
Trying
His
to-
best Sununu is. I
Oh,
hate
wait,
Sununu
attention
so
whore.
much for not running for re-election. He's just such a
Disappointment.
bad. He's not a team player.
I don't think you would
I would
see
say
him endorse
disappointment.
Either
himself.
Disappointment is
attention.
perfect. No, a disappointment because he's the
Okay.
guy who, because he could have done so much more to make New Hampshire maybe slightly redder, but he just didn't.
Man,
Kelly
and
Ayotte,
yeah,
you know what's
I-
great about Ayotte? If Ayotte wins, my understanding is she's going to try and get redistricting to happen so that there's one red district and one blue district in New Hampshire, like we would ideally have.
I hope
Yeah.
Ayotte wins, bro.
Base.
She is actually she will be loads better than Sununu just because of that.
Wow, a
I
New
hope
Hampshire
Ayotte
Republican
wins.
actually being a Republican. That's such a surprise.
Hey, Judd
sadly.
Gregg, John Sununu, and the other John Sununu, all three of them were great.
Maybe.
Okay, Susan Collins. Wait, so Cobson, don't you think that like Susan Collins isn't actually a RINO? She just like has to be more moderate than she is. Like, isn't that
Yeah.
what you said?
If she was
Yeah.
from a red state, she would be down here. But because she's from Maine, I'm putting her up here. Chris Sununu, when she sees cookies. Grim Sparrow out here. Where the hell did you get that
Grim
from?
Sparrow is cooking.
When she sees cookies?
Mm-hmm. But
Susan Collins
about Susan Collins.
Didn't she literally support the like Obamacare years ago? Didn't she support that?
I don't
Was
know
that-
if she did or not.
I think Olympia Snow definitely did.
She was from like an Obama plus 10 state.
Wait,
Yeah.
guys, you know, do you guys know who what's the guy? The guy who was Senate Majority Leader before Mitch McConnell took Bill Frist. That
Frist?
guy,
Oh,
yeah, after he retired from the Senate and after the Affordable Care Act was passed, he became like one of the biggest like Republican supporters of the Obamacare for no reason. I have no idea why, but I think I read that on Wikipedia. I don't get what his deal is with supporting the Affordable Care Act. There are like some weird Republicans who just like it for some reason.
I think there's a lot of Republicans who are fiscally to the left of where they of their voting record.
It's just so weird that he of all people would be pro Obamacare.
okay.
All right.
So, does anyone disagree with me putting
Do
Susan
stuff
Collins
by-
in the doing their best tier?
Make
No, I
America
don't.
goon again.
Okay, that's enough. Just stop.
All right. Okay, Todd Young.
So we have
Todd Young is such a
Yeah,
disappointment.
Todd Young.
He's controlled opposition,
I'm
or
putting him in
actually,
controlled opposition, honestly.
or active subverter, maybe. But honestly,
Fair enough,
either
because he
one of those.
advertises himself as like a conservative.
Yeah, he is so bad. It sucks that we're going to be having Jim Banks on one hand, and then we're going to be having Todd Young on the other hand. One of the most
yeah.
mixed Senate delegations ever.
Basically,
where did
it's
Tester
gonna be the
go?
second coming of Holly and Blunt.
Oh, I think he had to leave. I think that's why he said that before he turned off his mic.
It's gonna be the second coming of
Damn.
Holly and Blunt delegation.
Maybe. You never know. Up next is Pat Toomey. He voted to convict, but his voting record was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
It's a
that's what's funny.
disappointment.
People say Pat Toomey like wasn't that good in the Senate, but when he ran for Senate in 2010, Republican leaders actually worried he wouldn't be able to win because they thought he was too conservative, which is kind of nuts.
Yeah, he was considered more conservative than Santorum, and even though that obviously was not true, besides guns, he was a pretty conservative guy.
So maybe we just think disappointment then?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's not even in the Senate anymore.
I
He's
think he
not
would have
trying his
won
best.
re-election had he not voted to convict.
I don't know. Fetterman's problem was that as much of an idiot as he actually is, he still got good blue collar appeal. That's his problem, is that he's electorally strong because of that.
So up next,
Who?
no one. This.
Oh wait, Trump. You have Trump on this list? I would say
Yeah.
I would say
Wow.
he's oh my god. Oh my god. Not a rhino. Not a rhino. Just go with it.
Oh, of course
Uh,
not.
I would say yeah, he's
Next
not a
we got
rhino, but there's like so many he could be better on a lot of things.
maybe he's
next
he's
is
doing his
Valadea.
best.
Nah, okay, Valadeo. I guess doing his best because he
I,
represents a Biden
I
district.
actually no. I think Trump is doing his best because he's not as conservative because the country as a whole is shifting to the left because of immigration and college.
I don't know. I think
He can't
let's
run
just
on
leave
like
it
no
like this.
exception for abortion.
well, yeah, but he's not no exceptions on abortion to begin with. So
Yeah.
I
I
think
think
for
I
the
think we're
for
good.
The
yeah
the other primary challenger in 2020.
controlled opposition. No Republican for Harris.
Yeah, Republican. Man, Bill Weld,
Yeah.
the only
Bill
true
Weld.
libertarian.
Libertarian. He was even Gary Johnson's running mate.
I'm sorry you made up that term and then made a big deal out of it, and now I have to laugh at it.
Well, I didn't make a big deal out of it. That was a group of libertarian Republicans, the Libertarians.
Yeah, but there's like only one person who fits that group, and that's Bill Weld.
2, Gary Johnson.
Well, yeah, so you're telling me that this little duo of people in the Republican Party gets their own special name.
Yes, they are, because they are distinct.
Hey, well, Gary Johnson isn't even a Republican anymore. He's been a libertarian for a long time.
I know. Anyway, we have Will Turd,
Rhino
obviously.
controlled opposition.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I
He's
just
an
think he's
attention-
so dumb.
He's an
Very
he's
dumb.
an attention whore because he ran for president, even though he obviously had no shot to begin with. He's such an attention whore.
All
He was
right,
try-
and then he's also his boyfriend is literally Beta.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Will Turd had a massive car ride with none other than Beta.
That's really bad.
Root.
It sucks that man, we're still gonna have Tony Gonzalez holding Will Turd's seat. That will never cease to make me mad that arrogant POS is still gonna be in Congress after calling people Klansmen. I will forever hate Tony Gonzalez. Man. That
Up
guy
next,
can go
we
screw
have
himself.
Glenn Youngkin
Trying his best.
up here.
He's not a rhino.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Wait,
finally,
who's this last
we have the
person?
creator of white people, Yakub.
Wait, who is this?
Yakub.
Yeah, but I don't even know who that is.
So in the mythology of the Nation of Islam, which is a black nationalist organization that is essentially, it's so dumb. Yaqub was an ancient scientist from 6,000 years ago who wanted to create a race that could, because he was bullied for his large head, wanted to create a race that would subjugate and dominate the black people. So he created white people through a eugenic hell and
This is
just
not real,
oversaw
right?
this program. It is real. It is real.
This did not actually. That's like. That doesn't make any sense. You're telling me that
It's the Nation of Islam.
So no, it says I'm looking him up. It says he's a figure in the mythology of the Nation of Islam. So he's a mythical figure.
Yeah, he is Yaqub. He's obviously a Republican.
Do you
Wow.
guys think? Do
Where
you
do you
guys
think
think that
Yaqub belongs on this tier list?
do you guys think that Charlie Baker would have ran if Trump didn't push him out?
I don't know. Probably
No.
not, but
He had that NCAA job lined up for him.
Yes, you can't really blame Trump since he was gonna retire either way.
Yaqub.
Yeah.
I can't believe you put that guy on this list. Yeah, I looked him up. He wasn't even a real person as far as we know.
Count Dankula made a video on him, and it's insane.
Unless, of course, you're a Muslim, and then you probably believe that he existed.
No. The Nation of Islam, it's a cult. It's not Islam. It's a black nationalist cult.
Wait, really? I don't think I knew about that.
Yeah.
Can Republican ever get another Republican? Can Republican ever win another Massachusetts governor's seat again?
Yeah.
If they run a moderate.
Guys, did you know that Michelle Steele's actually kind of old?
She's like 60, isn't
Really?
she?
How old?
No, she's 69.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, ooh.
All right, I'm sending
Okay.
Count Dankula's Yaqub video in our chat. You guys have no excuse now to not watch him.
That's insane. You're telling me that there's this stupid black nationalist cult that has this Yaqub thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you made this hilarious joke in this tier list just so that you could laugh so hard about it. That's pretty great.
Yeah,
honestly,
I'm the real
I'm confident and nervous at the same time. I know that Trump is favored right now, but the race is still 50-50 for me.
See, here's my top two issues: trade and immigration.
Okay, I feel like you're just making fun of me now.
No, not really. You just say that so much that I have to laugh.
I say whenever it's brought up because my stepdad says, "Oh, you're using that as an excuse to vote for Trump." Like I tell them I vote on the issues. They're saying, "Oh no, that's actually a cop out." My mom thinks that there's no real reason you can vote for Trump, and anyone who says that, like, "Oh, I support him on the issues" or whatever, you're just lying to yourself somehow.
Why does your parents hate Trump so much?
And you were like, my top two issues are trade and immigration.
And that's why I vote for someone.
It's so, because I've heard you say that like 10 million times. It's starting to get ingrained in my mind.
The last time I said it was like 4 months ago.
No, it's been sooner than that, for sure.
Or maybe it was when Hawkeye invited Chapman.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
Chapman.
that almost destroyed our friendship.
Fuck Chapman.
Chapman is one. Honestly, where would you rate Chapman on the tier list? Controlled opposition or Republican for Harris?
Republican
No,
for
he
Harris.
literally endorsed Harris.
Yeah, he's a
Uh,
Harris.
if Harris wins, he deserves some. Whatever happens, if Harris does terrible. I'm hoping we finally see a sweep on live stream. Trump wins before we can even go to bed.
I'm still gonna also forever laugh at Man Milk saying David Valadea.
I have an accent.
Sorry, it's just it happened that one time and I heard it, but I never pointed it out.
Yeah, just like how you make fun of me for saying video.
It's funny.
So,
All right.
all right, that's about it for this stream.
Yeah, I was gonna
If anyone
say
in
we
the
don't have
chat
anything
has
more to say.
something, yeah. So the folks in the chat, if you guys got anything you guys want to say before we close things out, you have about a minute or so.
No one is watching, is it?
Nope, nobody's watching probably.
That.
No, we have
Oh well,
3
I'm just
live
gonna play my
viewers.
game and become governor of Massachusetts for like 50 terms. Honestly, you might have seen him, Senator Martha Coakley, if Mitt Romney was the nominee for the 2010 special election.
Wait, really? You think
I think
Romney would have
Romney actually
lost?
could have won that race.
I like he could have lose, but I mean yeah, he could have won, but I think he lose because like he because they would see him as someone who abandoned their state after one term.
Can we all agree that Roger Stone needs to run in 2028?
He'd get.
For
Oh
what?
my God, that gave me an idea. What if 2000 was Al Gore versus Alan Keyes?
Gore wins by like so much.
Yeah, he probably even win
Oh
Wyoming.
God, yeah. No.
We love Roger Stone because he's always getting stoned.
Hey yo!
I really, we could have won the 2020 Senate election in New Hampshire if we ran Lewandowski.
No,
No, I don't think we were.
he's way too controversial, but he'd be more like he'd be running a better campaign because he's the reason Trump won 2016. It was a mistake getting rid of him in 2020, and now Trump is bringing him back before it's too late. We love Corey Lewandowski.
I think I love uh I despise Lisa Murkowski because she's an awful, nasty woman who is always she's always betraying her constituents.
Which is true.
Yeah.
one of these days Murkowski's gonna be gone. I just hope Peltola doesn't replace her. I think Peltola has a chance at losing, but maybe not because Trump isn't polling that well in Alaska. Oh, Alaska's shifting way too much to the left. Real fast, too.
It's gonna bottom out. No way Dems are gonna win the state.
Like, Trump is gonna crush sheriffs, but maybe, like, under 10. Like, like, in the instant runoff, Trump would only win against Harris by, like, 8 or 9 in a poll in Alaska.
I'm so happy that ranked choice voting BS is hopefully gonna get repealed.
Yeah, I think it does get repealed. Mark Amadei.
I thought it was Amadei.
I have no idea. It could be. Oh, it is. It is.
Whatever.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Okay.
with one viewer remaining, I think it's 3. Oh, we got 3 viewers now. Hi, guys. Yeah, we finished our tier list. If anyone has any other people who... Why didn't you just join? You had the link, Hawkeye.
Wow.
Okay, if you were actually in on the discussion, you... God.
Late
Okay,
Hawkeye.
okay. You know what? Now that he's opened this can of worms, I'm gonna have to send him the Elect Right video that explains all the issues with Greg Abbott. Because I mean, seriously, I'm not saying Greg Abbott's the worst thing ever, but like, there is a lot of room for improvement. Like a lot of room for improvement with Greg Abbott. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna find that right now and send it to him. Because I think he kind of over idolizes Greg Abbott, if I'm being honest.
I think he pirated it. Sorry, privated it.
What? No, but I listened to that video like a month ago.
Then
In any case,
maybe it's not.
maybe we can find a video about how Lisa Murkowski is an awful, nasty woman.
Okay, we get it.
Sorry,
What's next? Are you gonna bring up the whole? You gonna bring up my canceled Mark Robinson video?
Oh no. Guys, I've got this phenomenal idea. I know I already attacked
Okay,
everyone.
shut up.
But
Oh,
I'm making a
God.
new video attacking Mark Robinson hating Republicans.
Just shut up.
Okay.
Just shut up.
No.
Just stop.
I'm
No.
I'm sorry, it's just my autistic side.
Autistic Sam. Oh well.
Oh yeah, here it is, fraud or fighter Greg Abbott. I'm
Oh,
sending
okay,
this
it's still
link.
up. Nice.
I'm
Guys, can we talk
sending this
God.
link.
The Count Dankula video on YouTube was literally I opened this stream on a different tab. The YouTube video was literally recommended.
Can we just talk about how great candidate John Kerry was?
Oh my word.
Like, he wasn't that bad. Why does people keep talking bad about John Kerry? He wasn't that bad of a candidate. Okay, I'm just copying Sam.
That was really just Chapman that said that. because he was being sarcastic about how John Kerry was such a great candidate.
Honestly, I think he'd vote for Kerry over Trump.
Oh God, you guys want to see this comment I got?
That's too
Hold on,
nasty.
I'm gonna post it in the group chat
Is this
on
from a
my
hater?
latest video. Yeah, I think.
What did he say?
Just read this. It looks like a schizophrenic rambling.
Hey, are you still there?
Yeah, hi. I'm still here.
Okay, Steven. Okay, Steven left. Wait, why is
Oh,
everyone
hey, we
joining?
got all the guys
What
together.
the fuck is this list?
Yeah, you guys joined a
What
little bit
the
late.
actual fuck is this list?
Okay,
Hey,
first
language.
of all, get rid of my picture as your PFP. I prefer
Oh my
that picture of me not be
forgot
there.
I forgot I had that.
What's good, Judge? Can you guys hear me?
It's a bit late.
Let me change.
I was literally just about to close out the stream.
Wait.
I'll change it real quick. Give me a second.
Wait, guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank God.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I'm not. I just want to give a little bit disclaimer. I am not at my house right now. I'm far from my house. So, just a little disclaimer about that one. If you hear any background noises. So,
What did you guys think about the Texas debate in the Senate for Senate?
I didn't watch.
I didn't watch it. Hey, you know what I did watch? The Owl Dinner. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Bro, Trump. Bro, I swear. He destroyed them. Those jokes. Oh my God. Oh, they were. I started dying laughing at I watched clips of it and I started dying laughing at 11 p.m. at night. I was like, holy, oh my gosh. I didn't know how creative Trump was at that point, but like,
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have time to watch the video, but how the fuck is Abbott even close to being a rhino?
Okay. Well, if you don't have time to watch
This
the
is
video,
why
then I
you
guess
didn't even watch the
Abbott's not
video.
a rhino. No, hold on. Abbott's not a rhino. Abbott's not a rhino. If he
No,
supported Trump border plan, he's not a rhino.
No, here's the thing. I think first of all, the people, there are a lot of people we have in this list that aren't necessarily rhinos. Oh crap, my battery's getting really, really low. I'm gonna have to head back and get this thing plugged in. I can
Okay.
rejoin in a sec. You can explain this.
All right.
You can
Okay,
explain this in
I
Cobson.
mean, I can try to. Yeah, some of them are not even supposed to be rhinos, but still, like, if you're trying to consider them rhinos, then you have to fit all the categories, no? Because if you're talking about somebody changing about a party and not supporting party lines, then yeah, I mean, the term. I honestly, the term rhino has to be used very, very carefully. I'm gonna say
Well,
that because
you
it
guys,
is
it's clear you
overused.
guys don't know the definition of a rhino based on this
Hold on.
list.
No one, no one, no one, no one. I feel the term rhino is definitely overused a bit. It is overused.
Because
It is
Republicans don't know
it
what
is
the fuck it
abused.
means.
Yeah, no, it is abused quite a bit. That's what I'm saying. 'Cause they don't know how to use it. They don't know the actual definition. Now, I will say this.
Do
Some
you
of the
see
things
the
on this list, I
categories?
disagree. Yes, I do see the categories.
Okay, Mammo,
Disappointment.
your most conservative stance is immigration and guns, right?
Immigration and trade, if you consider protectionism
Trade is not,
conservative.
your trade stance is not conservative, it's liberal. Protectionism is liberal.
Mine is
I'm
immigration
saying
and then
your
the
most
economy.
conservative stance.
Listen. Abbott has fumbled opportunity after opportunity to stand up to the Biden admin. I don't
Okay,
think
but
it's
you
fair for you
cannot-
guys to say, "Oh, but he
No way, bro's
only
trying to
just
tell
got
me.
his shit together."
No way, bro's trying to convince me Trump is to the right of Abbott. Like, listen, man,
Can you
Milk,
just
I'm not
watch the whole stream instead of making assumptions?
okay, but like Trump is like liberal on like more liberal on every issue than Abbott.
He's a centrist. Trump is a centrist. So
You could even argue kind of liberal.
yeah, but he has
Like,
good
Okay, so
policy
Beltway
exchange
fanatic.
though. Like his like
This
the
is a
only thing
good
I'll say.
question, but here's
How the
how
hell is choosing college being your best?
here's
and
how
yet
the
Spencer
tier
Cox
list
and Peter
works.
Lexington?
Yeah, because Spencer Cox represents Utah, and he literally uses pronouns.
Yep.
Susan Collins is unironically to the right of Spencer Cox, and she represents Maine.
Mhm.
She's doing the best she
That's the
can
part I'll
do
agree
as a
with.
Maine
That's the
Republican.
part I'll agree with. But the one thing I'll say, Greg Abbott couldn't miss any opportunity just because it's a Biden administration from a different party line. A different party line. I think he did the best he could. Trump is not. Greg Abbott is to the right of Trump.
on
Donald Trump
way
is
more
a
to the right.
liberal.
But
Yeah, way more to the right. Trump is a
there's the issue
liberal and
of
a
child
centrist.
transgenderism that is upsetting.
What's upsetting?
His weak stance on transing kids.
Okay, but like every Republican's weak on that. To be fair, like Republicans aren't doing enough to like
Even
stand
Trump?
up for it.
Yes,
What?
even Trump. Dude, Trump is a centrist and a liberal with good good policy exchange. That what makes him a decent Republican. But if you look at his policies and the difference in policy between everybody else, he is a liberal.
Yeah, like
Well, the reason,
Mamo, listen,
the reason
I'm
why
not
Brian
dissing on
Kemp
you,
is a
but this
disappointment.
list is not. It doesn't make any sense. I'll watch the stream whenever I have time because right now I don't have the time. But like
Memo,
I
we could be wrong
understand.
How
completely.
about we?
Like I agree with your Liz Cheney take and all that.
Yep. I'll say a good 75% on this list is completely okay. Like some of these things I have definitely good takes. But the other 25, some of them are a little bit beg to differ.
Yeah, bro. Like
Well, if you guys had joined the stream when I posted the link, you could have given your input.
well, bro, I was sick though tonight. Like I still am. Like I have a really bad cold.
All right,
And I'm not even at my house.
I get it. But then why are you yelling into a microphone?
I'm not on my microphone. I'm on my phone. Phones
I'm
don't
on
have
my
microphones.
phone. I'm
All right, well,
literally on
you
a
sounded
bus.
extremely loud.
Okay, but that doesn't mean my voice
Yeah, I'm
sounds
on a
completely
bus.
different on a microphone than it does here. You can even tell. All right, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to give my thoughts on the list, but see you guys. I'm gonna go rest.
Like I'll say this, some of your takes are definitely really, really good. Like I'll say that. Like some of your takes, I 100% agree with.
We're
But
putting
I'll just-
YouTube in conservative Hawkeye politics tier.
Yes, yes. In fact,
Hey, Sam.
Wait, what happened? What happened to Hawkeye?
Hawkeye
he left. He had
came
to go do
in.
something.
He said, tried to defend Abbott, didn't really say anything in particular, and then left.
Wait, did he storm off?
Kind of?
Oh,
All right, guys.
here's
I'll be right back.
okay. So, Keystone's in the chat. I will respond to all of these comments. First of all, when we're talking about so this tier list is not necessarily not everybody in this tier list is necessarily a RINO. There are just some people in this tier list that are maybe not as good of a Republican as they could be. So maybe some of them are just really, really bad. Some of them are just the Republicans for Harris are the ones who truly fit the definition of RINO. The establishment people like John Cornyn, who everybody in the base hates, are like maybe not technically rhinos, but pretty close to it. And then it goes up from there. And we have people like Lauren Boebert and Glenn Youngkin and even Trump on here, and we know they're not rhinos. So this tier list is not just for rhino people. And we're not necessarily saying because of that Abbott is a rhino. We're just saying that he could be better on certain issues. There's a whole video about this that I can send to anybody interested. That talks about how yes, like Abbott is good on like the abortion issue and on the immigration issue. So he's good on some of the key issues. The problem is he's not really a fighter for enough of those issues, if that makes sense. Like he's still weak in some ways on these issues. So he's not like he's a rhino. I don't think he's a rhino. I respect him, but like he could be doing a lot more that he's not doing, I guess is the best way to put it. So maybe it's kind of misleading to say this is strictly a tier list for rhinos. But I don't know what else we can call it. Also, Susan Collins doing their best. She's from a blue state. Spencer Cox is from a red state that he could be so much better in governing, that he's just terrible at governing. Which is why he's way lower, because Susan Collins at least is actually decent on some issues, even though she has to have the moderate optics for being elected in Maine, obviously. And then how is Brian Kemp a disappointment? My response to that is he's conservative on the abortion issue. But he's weak on immigration. Could maybe be doing a better job on crime. What's another
as well?
What's another issue that aren't there like two main issues Kemp is good on?
He's kind of mid on guns.
I mean,
It's really just him being a pro-life guy.
I think Kemp isn't decent conservative for what he's worth, but like again, he's not. He could be doing so much more than he actually is. That's the main issue with him. And again, that doesn't make him a rhino, because this tier list isn't strictly for like rhino people, because there are a lot of people on this list who are real Republicans, just maybe not the strongest Republicans, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
registered Republicans tier list.
yeah, but that you would have to be putting like Freedom Caucus people on this list then.
Well, yeah,
For
but
that
I'm
to be
doing
like-
that specifically to. It's a more catch-all, but when I say registered Republicans, that means
Anyway,
that includes some Republicans.
Anyway, I don't know if Keystone, if you're still watching this or not, because you left these comments 7 minutes ago now, but that's my response to all this. I think you guys really should have watched the whole stream before making what's the word?
Comment.
Angry, nasty.
Ruthless, or just ruthless assumptions, because like they're assuming we think all these people are rhinos, even though some of
Ruthless
them
or baseless.
baseless. I don't know. There's another word I'm thinking of that I'm not getting, but anyway.
Rootless?
Also, before Hawkeye can say anything defending Abbott, he really does need to watch the video. I'm going to keep pestering him to watch that video before he makes a real judgment about how good Abbott is or is not. Because, like, we need the whole story, okay? I don't think Abbott's bad, but the video definitely shows he has a lot of shortcomings.
He's disappointing.
Exactly. So, I don't know. That sucks that he just left like that, though.
If you watch the debate, I think most Republicans agree that Ted Cruz wiped the floor with Allred, but Allred did have a lot to attack him on, which is
The
why he
thing,
should be tired.
the thing about Cruz is that his entire career is made off of like saying super divisive things. Like that's his entire
gotcha.
career.
Can you explain to me what's make one senator like stronger electorally than the other? Like, what make Rubio stronger than Scott and Cornyn stronger than Cruz? Like,
Rubio doesn't Rubio. First of all, isn't Rubio like Cuban or something? Like he actually has Hispanic appeal,
Yeah,
so that's one thing.
and he was part of the Gang of Eight.
yeah, basically, what make like Democrats not target Rubio and Cornyn, but they're actively targeting Cruz and Scott.
Hasn't
Honestly,
Rubio gotten better?
Because in the end, they want to get the GOP rid of, not in its entirety, but in the parts of it that actually provide opposition.
I think
So they'll
I
send their
like.
absolute
I
strongest
think
candidates against our best.
honestly, I think that Rubio is probably better. I think I like Rubio more than Scott, but I definitely prefer Cruz over Cornyn.
Yeah, Corden just sucks. But yeah, if anyone would like to say anything else, we've been streaming for over 2 hours now.
Yeah, I probably want to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank y'all for watching tonight. Y'all take care, and don't forget, this show will always be a gem. See ya.